WPTV Treasure Coast News starts now.
Now on Treasure Coast News on WPTV, Fort Pierce residents struggling with utility costs got a lifeline, but within minutes, that help was gone. Plus, the Treasure Coast Pool Company back in hot water, but they claim everything isn't as it seems. Good evening. Welcome to Treasure Coast News on WPTV News Channel 5 every Saturday at 7 o'clock. Join us right here for dedicated coverage of stories and issues in and around the Treasure Coast from Stewart to Sebastian. And we begin tonight in Fort Pierce. And after a 2-month reprieve with no late fees or disconnects, Fort Pierce Utilities is warning customers to at least pay the minimum amount due on their electric bill or risk being cut off. On Tuesday, the city once again offered financial help to eligible city residents. But as I found out, it took just minutes for that money to dry up.
And I'm just up against it right now.
Mamie Davis-Gay has had a hard 64 years.
I'm already suffering from COPD last stages, so I just recently was signed up for hospice.
So her utility bill isn't the biggest of her problems, but...
Well, it went from 300 to over 1,000.
Thank you for calling the Kilmer Branch Library. This is Diana. May I help you?
So she came to the Kilmer Library in downtown Fort Pierce for help.
I thought I was going to die.
Gay was one of the lucky ones, registering for a $250 utility reimbursement provided through the city for income-eligible residents. The program went online at 10 a.m. and less than 20 minutes later,
Wow.
all 200 spots were filled, much to the disappointment of Stacy Williams, who came to the library from her home.
I went on and I did it, everything, and when I hit submit, it had to be maybe 10:07, and it said there was an error.
Frustrating residents and those there to help.
We're trying to get them through it, and then to get that error message is so challenging.
The city initially started this program last month, but of the 500 people who initially took advantage, many were found to be ineligible.
We had people that didn't live in the county, lived outside the area that applied for it.
City Commissioner Curtis Johnson says it proves a continued need, a desire by the city to keep finding available funds, and a reminder that the next time these funds are available, residents should have the form filled out and ready to go right when the program opens.
And as soon as it opens, you hit that key and submit your application.
Not only did Mamie Gay get help today, but she says there are other bright spots. She was recently remarried and left with this, hoping for another miracle. Well, St. Lucie County Utilities is offering a new way for you to pay your bills, a self-serve payment kiosk, that new kiosk located at the St. Lucie County Administration Building. Well, relief is on the way for people impacted by Hurricane Ian in Okeechobee County. FEMA announcing this week residents are now eligible for federal funding. The county's still in the process of getting rid of storm debris and making repairs. Now, here's a look at some of the expenses FEMA's covering. The agency will reimburse for hotel expenses for uninsured and underinsured residents. It's available to people who aren't able to return to their home because of hurricane-related damage. Rental and transportation assistance is also available. Medical and dental aid also being provided for people who don't have insurance. We have more information on how you can take advantage of these services on our website, WPTV.com. Well, there continues to be a no swim advisory in place at River Park Marina in Port St. Lucie. The Department of Health says higher than normal levels of bacteria were found in recent sample testing. That bacteria, normally a sign of fecal pollution, typically from pets, wildlife, livestock, human sewage, or stormwater runoff. Next sampling will be done on Monday. Those results will be out October 20th. Back in June, our Contact 5 investigators told you about a complaint about a pool company. One customer complaining she had a crack at the bottom of her pool, causing it to rapidly drain. Contact 5 got involved. The company fixed the issue. Now, since then, another customer has reached out to Contact 5 consumer investigator Jessica Bruno with a complaint of their own.
So we decided, let's get a pool, that way we can be in shape. This is exactly how they left the job.
It's a beautiful property out here in the acreage.
Just recently retired, and one of my thoughts were, okay, so how do we get to enjoy our property here in the acreage?
So Analdi and Myra Garcia decided a brand new pool would be their next big project.
But I was excited and eagerly looking for the pool completion and being able to enjoy our backyard and seeing it the way we want it and we had envisioned it.
They hired Premier Pools and Spas based in Stewart back in May of 2021.
We have no safety at this time.
Fast forward 1 year.
This is how they have left it.
This is what they're left with now.
Every time is a different excuse.
We had a beautiful deck put on, only to come out and find out in April that we had failed multiple times the electrical inspections, the underground. There's an underground electrical inspection and a final electrical inspection.
The Garcias provided Contact 5 with their signed contract, which has no completion date noted, and one of the inspection reports from April of 2022, which says, quote, underground electrical has not passed.
I figure, okay, I cannot trust a company that's performing work this way. This is incompetence. I can't take that.
The Garcias called Contact 5 after seeing our first story
It's just been a nightmare.
about Premier Pools back in June.
All the water where this crack is going somewhere, and now it's caused our travertine, which is close to our foundation, to start dropping.
My name is Jessica Bruno, and I'm a reporter with WPTV.
We spoke with the general manager of the company after Donna Mandelko complained that no one would come out to fix that issue with her pool in Port St. Lucie. He acknowledged the crack and told us supply chain issues were slowing down their crews.
I had to roll up some of the pool fencing.
When we reached out to him about the Garcias pool, in a lengthy statement, he said, quote, there were no errors made to the Garcias pool. At gunite, the water bond at the skimmer was inspected and passed on 3/2/22. We proceeded with the pool. Gunite was installed, tile and coping installed, equipment installed, electrical was installed. Electrical inspection was called in, and a new inspector was sent to inspect. When the inspector got there, he wanted to see the water bond as well as the electrical work. However, the water bond was now under the deck. He continues, he failed us even after we told him it was inspected and passed on 3/3/22. Now, he offered to send us documentation of that, but he never did.
Not what we pay top dollar for.
As for the Garcias,
How they left the job.
they've now hired another company to finish their pool.
When I look at this, I think that I did not sign up to have a pond for frogs. I signed up for a beautiful pool, and we have paid it with our hard-earned money.
Now, the Garcias did file a complaint with the Department of Business and Professional Regulation. I checked in with them today, and that investigation is still ongoing. I'm Contact 5 consumer investigator Jessica Bruno, WPTV News Channel 5.
An update tonight surrounding a property fight in Vero Beach. We first told you earlier this week that residents in the Citrus Park Village, which is technically on airport property in Vero Beach, were on the verge of being forced to move. The FAA said the community violated conditions for the city to continue to receive critical grant money. Now, since that story aired, we've learned that the FAA has agreed now to let the residents stay, saying it will instead transfer the property over to the city. According to our Megan McRoberts, the rent money from the mobile home park will still be used to benefit the airport.
And I hope you enjoyed your Saturday, still going, and I hope you enjoy your Saturday evening. This was a little time lapse from today, so we saw plenty of blue skies, but we also saw some rain across the area, especially earlier this morning. Some darker clouds rolling in through late evening, and there you can see 7:05, almost dark outside, but not quite. Okay, so we did see the rain. It came through this morning, and it's still good to get the rain because we're still below where we normally are this time of year, but now we're pretty much quiet across the entire Treasure Coast, just spotting a few showers to the south across northern Palm Beach County. All right, as we take a look at temperatures, right now it's 80 degrees in Vero Beach, 78 in Port St. Lucie, 80 Fort Pierce, 80 for Stewart, 79 now in Sebastian, and 79 for the folks in Okeechobee. If you're headed out and about tonight, here's what you can expect. Temperatures will be hovering in the upper 70s, maybe an isolated shower, but most folks won't see any rain tonight, and then clearing skies overnight. We're tracking a cold front. I'll tell you about those chilly details coming up in a few minutes.
Whether they are looking for a missing person or would-be trespassers, members of a local citizen crime stopping group serve as an extra set of ears and eyes across the Treasure Coast. TC Palm's top premium story this week profiles the Treasure Coast Guardian Angels. It is a little known but hugely impactful volunteer organization dedicated to helping law enforcement on a citizen level. Members are seen roaming the community together in white shirts with red lettering, black pants, and signature red berets. Police say they are invaluable, especially their mobility and where they're able to check in and around the community. Law enforcement occasionally directs the 12-member Guardian Angels chapter to areas where business owners and customers report problems with trespassing and panhandling. If these community watchdogs see something unusual during their safety patrols, they report it to law enforcement. The Treasure Coast chapter is one of 8 in Florida. There are many other chapters across the U.S. and in other countries. Also this week, TC Palm breaks down 11 local restaurants that are open after 10 p.m. nightly to serve as great late-night bite locations. For these and other exclusive Treasure Coast stories, visit tcpalm.com/premium. I'm Executive Editor Adam Neal for TC Palm.
When we come back, a Treasure Coast contractor who allegedly scammed thousands from customers now behind bars. Plus, it's made plenty of spooky headlines with Halloween just around the corner. How serious is the threat that your kids may have tainted treats in their goodie bags?
And weather-wise, we are drying out while the West Coast is seeing some strong storms. So what's on tap for your Sunday? Your forecast is coming up after the break.
This is WPTV Treasure Coast News.
A new concern for parents with Halloween approaching. The Drug Enforcement Administration recently warned that young people are being targeted with brightly colored rainbow fentanyl pills that look a lot like candy. Well, I spoke with local law enforcement this week about how real the danger is.
Halloween City, Spirit Halloween.
Heather Cummings loves this time of year.
Amazon, Walmart.
In fact, she spends more time decorating now than at Christmas.
This took me 3 days.
But this Port St. Lucie mom took pause when seeing the news about rainbow fentanyl making an appearance around the country.
It got me really concerned about, candy that looks like that, because there's a lot of candy that looks like colorful fentanyl.
The DEA recently said that Mexican drug cartels want the pills to look like candy, even using names like Skittles or Sweet Tarts.
As far as fentanyl with candy, we have not seen any cases like that, either here or throughout the state.
Port St. Lucie Assistant Police Chief Richard Del Toro says with Halloween approaching, use common sense when your kids are unloading their trick-or-treat bags.
Always wait till you get home to inspect the candy first. You can inspect it for any tears in the wrappers. We encourage people to only eat commercially wrapped candies.
If you still have concerns, a number of community organizations and law enforcement agencies hold their own trunk-or-treat events on site.
From 5 to 9 on the 31st, our candy is inspected. The vendors go through an inspection. We know who's here.
Martin County Chief Deputy John Budenseek understands the overall concern because of the deadliness of fentanyl, but he doesn't see it being passed to trick-or-treaters.
Fentanyl costs money, and so drug dealers aren't just going to take fentanyl and arbitrarily put it in bags and send it out on the street for kids. But what we do worry about is our high school age kids, our college age kids going to parties, being exposed to something that they think is candy-like, but it's actually fentanyl.
Doesn't even scare him at all.
Heather Cummings says she'll be scouring her kids' candy bags carefully and has no problem trick-or-treating this year.
I feel like you have to still live your life like normal, or it's just not going to be a fun life.
The Vero Beach Police Department says they recently uncovered a stash of illegal drugs. The department's Special Investigation Unit arrested a man they say was selling fentanyl and other dangerous substances. Officers conducting a search warrant at a home along 23rd Avenue, and cops say they found fentanyl, meth, cocaine, marijuana, pills, and psychedelic mushrooms. The suspect given a bond of $140,000. 3 teens being recognized for a good deed they did out on the water. About a week ago, a boat carrying 6 people crashed into a channel marker on the St. Lucie River, and at least 1 person was seriously injured. The teenagers told us 3 people were thrown off that boat, and 1 of those hurt. Another teen had serious back injuries. So these teens packed up the wound with a life jacket before racing him to shore to get into an ambulance.
My father is paramedic, or was paramedic. He retired. And pretty much my whole life, he's been giving me like these little side tips, like in case somebody's seriously injured, especially out on the water. I don't think that I'm the one to save his life, but I think that if we weren't there in time to get him out of the water and get the others out of the water in the condition that they were in, I think the situation would not have.
Now we're working to get an update on how the teen who was severely injured is doing, but those teens who rushed him to shore say he was conscious and talking when the medics took him away. Back in June, Contact 5 told you about a contractor in Indian River County who was accused of taking hundreds of thousands of dollars from hopeful homeowners and never building their homes. Months later, he's now in custody. Contact 5 consumer investigator Jessica Bruno back on that story tonight with the details.
We realized, oh my God, this guy is a criminal.
It was just lies from the beginning.
5 months after this group of hopeful homeowners on the Treasure Coast called Contact 5.
This is the lot, nothing here.
The contractor who they claim stole over $100,000 from each of them is now behind bars. The Indian River County Sheriff's Office announced the arrest of Dylan Slater on Wednesday. After 2 years, how does it feel seeing an arrest?
I'm very happy he's in jail. And really, he deserved it.
Irma Montgomery says she spent $71,000 of her retirement savings with Slater Construction in April of 2020.
Maybe we never gonna have our money back, but at least he's gonna pay for still so many dreams and money.
According to the sheriff's office, in total, Slater defrauded victims who've come forward out of nearly $400,000.
Fortunately, this guy really set us up in a good spot where he was using that money directly towards personal items and not filtering it through the business.
And Sheriff Eric Flowers says the case is far from over.
Let us know if you're a victim that's out there, because we know there are other victims out there. We'd love to hear from you. We want to keep proving this case.
And that was Jessica Bruno. Slater's pending charges include organized fraud over $50,000 and scheming to defraud a financial institution. The Sheriff's Office says he was already on probation, so he was also served with a violation of probation warrant. Slater did not return any of our requests for comment.
Happy Saturday. Well, boy, what a difference a few hours makes. This is where we started, Jensen Beach. Look at those dark, ominous skies out there. Lots of rain this morning, but then it cleared up and we saw some blue skies at the beach and warm temperatures too. Made it a decent day at times to get outside and enjoy. It was a warm day, making it up to, not actually, Vero Beach today, 86 degrees. Not sure why that's at 91, but 86 today, so still warm for this time of year, 1 degree above average. On the radar, we had lots of activity today, and it's still good to get the rain. We need it. We're still below where we should be, but pretty quiet right now, and tomorrow much drier too. Here's a look at your rain chances through the evening. Just about a 20% chance through 9 p.m., then virtually dry all the way up to about 7 a.m., maybe a 10% chance of an isolated shower. But tomorrow's a day you can make your plans to get out and about, and you don't have to worry about grabbing an umbrella because we're going to be virtually dry. So 78 right now in Port St. Lucie, 79 Okeechobee, 80 Vero Beach, and 80 in Fort Pierce. Tonight, temperatures staying mild through the evening in the upper 70s. And then tonight, we'll see those temperatures drop down to near 70 degrees by Sebastian, 70 Okeechobee and Port St. Lucie, 72 for Stewart, and 72 degrees for the folks in Fort Pierce tonight. Now, tomorrow afternoon, we'll warm things up to the mid 80s. You factor in the little humidity and temps feeling like the upper 80s, but sure, that's better than we had temps in the upper 90s for much of the summer, or feels like temperatures, I should say. Vipercast throughout your evening. We're going to stay dry tonight. Breezy east to northeasterly winds, dry on Sunday, so it should be a lovely day. Just breezy at the beach. Tonight, 75 degrees, few showers possible. Winds out of the northeast at 10. Tomorrow, mainly dry, more sun, less humid, 86 degrees. Now, it will be bumpy for the boaters, so you might want to pick a different activity tomorrow. Seas 3 to 4 feet, but occasionally up to 5. Inland waters, a moderate chop. And here is your 7-day forecast. High temperatures in the mid to upper 80s. A better chance of rain as we head into Monday night and Tuesday, but we get a nice payoff for that rain. We have drier conditions and cooler conditions for the second half of the work week, with highs in the low 80s and our low temperatures in the mid to upper 60s.
Here are your Treasure Coast sports highlights with the ESPN 1063 sports team.
Good evening, Treasure Coast. I'm Tyree Smith from ESPN 1063. You know, the high school football regular season is truly winding down. Only a couple games left, but there are some teams that have played this weekend for district titles, and they're hoping to make sure that they have their spot already clinched for this year's playoffs. John Carroll Golden Rams have made it to the regional finals in back-to-back seasons. Well, last night, they were looking to bring home a district title to take their place in the postseason yet again. First game since dropping their first loss on October 3rd, and they get that lost taste out of their mouths quick. John Carroll knocks off Carlton Mooney 26-3. These two are the only two teams in the district. So you know what that means? It means you can officially call John Carroll Catholic Golden Rams district champs. Golden Rams will not leave home the rest of the year, as their final three will be played in Fort Pierce in advance of the postseason. Vero Beach, they have been on a roll, but they had to get past 5-1 Centennial Eagles. The shirt says chasing greatness, but on this play on your screen, it's going to show chasing something different. Number 11, a pick six by Vero Beach freshman Ephraim White got the gears turning for Vero. They went into halftime up 14-13 over Centennial. They added 27 points in the second half thanks to the offense and forced turnovers to win 41-13. The undefeated season continues for Vero as they're now 8-0 and will face a tough opponent next week in Martin County.
Speaking of sports, hey, this is no ordinary putt-putt in Port St. Lucie. When we come back, a look at the course designed by a golfing legend. A brand new playground is coming to the Treasure Coast, this one designed by kids for kids. A team of 1,500 volunteers working to build the new playground at J.C. Park. And when it's finished, it will be the first all-access playground in Fort Pierce. It's designed for kids of all abilities. It's the brainchild of City Commissioner Tom Perona and his family. They started planning 18 months ago, and this past Monday, the work finally got underway.
The park was planned and designed by the kids in our community. We took those drawings and came up with this design. So we are building their park that they said to do. So when you're all done, you'll have a big pirate ship right out in the middle of the site right now. It's a giant pirate ship, and we are the Treasure Coast, so we figured that was cool.
Everybody's hoping that the park will be open by the end of the month. Well, it's not your average putt-putt course in Port St. Lucie. Pop Stroke has reopened after renovations that added to the restaurant and playground. There are two 18-hole courses designed by Tiger Woods' team with different levels of play for the whole family.
Download the Pop Stroke app. It's super simple to use. We'll bring you drinks out on the golf course. You can keep score and post our scores to the leaderboard. And we have an awesome loyalty program where you can get rewards back for every dollar you spend.
Pop Stroke also plans to open a Delray Beach location in the spring of 2023 on US 1, just north of Atlantic Avenue.
That looks pretty cool. I'm going to check it out. It's kind of it looks like a combination of mini golf and real golf, the way it's landscaped. So kind of a cool concept there. Well, tonight you can head out, and I'd say leave the umbrellas at home because you can see not much of a chance of rain for the remainder of the evening. But we are eyeing a cold front for next week, and I know everybody gets excited about the first real cold front of the season. Now, unless things change, we should see our temperatures dropping down by a few degrees, so highs in the low 80s by the end of the work week. For tonight, 75 degrees, winds out of the northeast at 10, and you can see that big cool down right here. A good chance of rain late Monday into Tuesday. Then by Wednesday, we'll start to clear things out, and look at those high temperatures in the low 80s all the way through Saturday, and our low temperatures drop down into the 60s. So coastal areas mid to upper 60s, but inland areas could even be cooler than that.
Thanks, Kate, and thank you for joining us for Treasure Coast News. You can always find more stories about what's going on around the TC on WPTV.com. Just click the Treasure Coast link there that's at the top of the homepage. We're back tonight with your late news at 11. We'll see you then.